Hello, my wonderful people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are this moment. You are highly welcome to this Obonga channel. Please, if this is your first time of joining this family, you are highly welcome. And we say, please try as much as you can to make sure you subscribe to this channel. Turn on the notification button so that you will be notified, or you will have updates each time we go live or post something new on this channel or another channel that is related to Okute Daily Talk. So, my good people, I just come. I don't land like Land Rover. I'm landing all the way from Finland, anywhere you choose to call them. This breaking news, the internet now is about to broke into pieces because of Simon Ekpa arrest. Some bloggers don't they carry say the man don't come out. Some talk say make it rot in hellfire, according to our entertainer, the area father, Charlie Boy. Please hear this breaking news and the headlines we have this morning. Today happens to be Friday, the 24th of February in the year of 2023. Tomorrow is the day of election. Are you getting ready? Please don't touch the dial. We are here now for the main news of the day. And Joe Biden also have come out and said people have to respect themselves and respect the rule of law and make sure that this election is a violent-free one. So that's all it takes here. According to Charlie Boy, breaking news. Hear this news. This one is coming from NigeriaNews.com. He say, "May you burn in hell." According to Charlie Boy. Now so he take talk am. I don't know which way I want take put am. He say make the guy go inside hell, make he go there, go buy, abi make he go burn. Charlie Boy react to Simon Ekpas arrest. This one is the first headline that we have here. So we are going forward with other headlines that we have because we have numerous of them. This one, they talk say Interpol arrest Simon Ekpa in Finland. This one is story for another day. And as that one end, masterminder of Abuja Kaduna train attack. That man we carry out that attack. The man have been arrested. Now so the thing take be now. And we have here, you all deserve this chance, according to the American president, Joe Biden. He said U.S. President Joe Biden, he don't send message to all Nigerians ahead of this tomorrow election. He say make everybody respect himself, make sure say now everything now free and fair. Say anyone we don't do gara say you want rig election, that person will be banned either from United Nations or from going to U.S. or United Kingdom. Even UK self, they don't come out, they don't come join body. Say this election of 2023 where they happen tomorrow. Say Nigerians, make them dey very, very careful, because anyone will violate the rules, the guideline, where they guide everything. Just like what they did the other day in Lagos State, when Obedient family went there for rally. One of the victims there of the attack of APC talks, the guy hand have been amputated now. He went to the rally with 2 arms. At the end of the day, he ended up having only 1 arm. So that's what we take. IPOB reveals stand on a sit-at-home order in the southeast during the 2023 general election. IPOB don't come out. Whether this one now the main IPOB or Simon Ekpa is the one that is heading the main IPOB, I don't know. This confusion is too much. A lot of people are betrayed into this thing now, using it just for their own selfish end. We have autopilot, we have banner pilot, we have a Biafra Nation League, we have a Masob. Everything, just only one thing they are looking for. Ndi Bobiko, more na calm down. Yeah. Stop giving these people this narration of Igbo which they keep telling us right from even when I was a child. I keep hearing this word. At this my old age, I still keep hearing it. Everybody want to be king. Nobody want to speak in one voice. Nobody want to be under any another person. Everybody want to be king. Yet we are looking for the international community, United Nations or whoever, to come and give us Biafra. But we are not speaking with one mind. We have different factions of Biafrans, everyone with their own interests. There's some people who go and look for their own group, taxing them for morning, day, and night because they want to give them Biafra. At the end of the day, nothing comes. Igbos, why? What did happen? What is really happening? Now, IPOB don't review say nothing like sit at home. While somebody is out there in Finland shouting there must be sit at home, starting from 22nd until the end of this month, without no food, no water. I agree to on our way done ndị Igbo. On makwana mana na ihe on atụ him ihe. Let us continue with our news. The masterminder of the Abuja Kaduna train attack have been arrested. So we have another one here. what this one is saying, Biafra, what finest government he told us when we reported Simon Ekpa to him, when they wanted the guy to be arrested. But the finest government tell them some things, and those things is what I will let us know as we proceed. As with the Yarabo, after the hours of arrest of Simon Ekpa, the next one we are seeing on Twitter is Simon Ekpa was live and that did. But the investigation have concluded that live that the people saw on Twitter is pre-recorded. In other words, someone is managing that Twitter for him to let people know that nothing is happening, everything is in order. Exposed. Live Twitter broadcast by Simon Ekpa was pre-recorded. That is the news here. And in case you don't know, this is the 18th you need to know about Simon Ekpa. 18th you should know about Simon Ekpa. Everything is being written down here. We are going to come back to infatuate on all those things to know exactly what it is. Dele Mahmoud speaks on article selling national asset to friends if elected as president. Now so now he don't sell some now. So this one no be first time for him to sell. Okay, this one I can't talk. Say Simon Ekpa speaks after release from finance police custody, according to them. So my good people, please, we are going to take the news now. We are going straight into the news of the day. So we are starting our news by IPOB reveals their stand on sit at home order in the southeast during this election. They don't talk also, nothing like that. Say nothing like sit at home. Everybody make it go, even if you don't believe in Nigeria, just respect yourself and sit at home. This one is not by force sit at home. If you believe in Nigeria, the IPOB said go out there and do what? And vote. That we are agitating for freedom of Biafra does not mean we have to stop every activities of the federal government of Nigeria in the southeast, according to the news. So make sure they follow me, bomber to bomber. Let's go there. The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, on Thursday declared that it did not call for any sit at home in the southeast during the 2023 general elections. Get it? IPOB also added that those promoting calls for a sit at home in the southeast during the forthcoming elections are not members of the group. They are another faction of the IPOB. Then tell me, how are they going to get this IPOB? That is why I see some gullibles arguing about this thing. I look at them as, man, I don't know how to qualify them, but whichever way it is, let us proceed, my dear. This position was made known by the IPOB Publicity Secretary, Emma Powerful. He noted, however, in a statement that the group is not interested in the forthcoming elections, but won't declare a sit at home to stop the process. Powerful stated that those calling for sit at home are criminals who are trying to paint IPOB in a bad light, so the international community will view them as a group that doesn't support democratic processes. The clarification became necessary after calls by a Finland-based disciple of IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu, Simon Ekpa, who insisted there will be a sit at home in the southeast during elections and called for a boycott of the exercise. Powerful, however, stated that those promoting the sit at home in the southeast were not working for the group. We have stated for the up-term time that we have nothing to do with the Nigerian elections and have neither called for a boycott nor do we have the intention to call for an election boycott during these coming elections. He said in the statement, more importantly, IPOB has not called for any sit at home during the duration of the election and therefore distance ourselves from any purported sit at home in Biafran land during this coming election. Those calling for no election and sit at home during the election period are simply Fulani agents whose sole motive is to discredit our self-determination movement by attempting to paint it as an anti-democratic force, according to this news by Emma Powerful. Their intention is to create the groundwork for the international community to view IPOB as being against the democratic process and provide them with an excuse to clamp down on our activities and on IPOB leadership. Powerful said those calling for sit at home during these polls do not represent IPOB, are not IPOB family members. Never were IPOB family members and are not working for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We want a referendum. That is what Biafrans want, not to boycott elections. Election can go on and on and on and on as many times as one, but we want a referendum. That is coming from Emma Powerful. Listen to him very carefully. Powerful retweeted that what IPOB is interested in is a referendum to determine its political future and obtain the release of its leader, Nnamdi Kanu. Our focus remains the unconditional release of our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, as the Court of Appeals have ordered a referendum date for Biafrans to determine their political future, he added. According to him, IPOB Director of State, DOS China Sanwo-Olu, will on Friday night make a broadcast on the issue of election to tell people in the southeast that we are not stopping anybody from performing his or her civic responsibility by voting person of your choice. IPOB did not order sit at home. IPOB is not against anybody coming out for elections. So you get it? He added that criminals mentioned sit at home during elections in the southeast. So therefore, the IPOB have not called for sit at home. So autopilot or manual pilot should go and call their sit at home in another country, that is Igbos or Biafra. You all deserve this chance. U.S. President Joe Biden sent messages to Nigerians ahead of elections. Nigerians, sorry to say. United States of America President Joe Biden has called for a peaceful and credible elections in Nigeria on Saturday, February 25th. Biden, in a statement on Thursday, praised the peace accord signed by the presidential candidates and political parties on Wednesday. The American leader noted that the candidates, by signing the pledge, have agreed to accept the result announced by the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) and to support a peaceful transition of power. Reiterating that the United States was not in support of any candidate, Biden emphasized on the importance of a peaceful and transparent election. He encouraged Nigerians to exercise their fundamental human rights and choose the next leadership of the country. Elections are a fundamental part of a functioning democracy, and all Nigerians deserve this chance to choose their future freely and fairly, Biden said. While the United States does not support any single candidate or party, we strongly support a peaceful and transparent process that reflects the will of the people of Nigeria. According to Joe Biden, this is what he said. And I quote, Biden added, on election day, I encourage all Nigerians, no matter their religion, region, or ethnicity, to exercise this fundamental freedom and make their votes or their voices heard, including young voters, many of whom may be heading to the ballot box for the first time in their life or in their history. Biden says that Americans stands with the Nigerian people as they chart a path towards a more democratic, prosperous, and secure future for Nigerians. I appreciate President Buhari's firm commitment that the will of people will be respected, the U.S. leader added. President Joe Biden encouraged voters to remain peaceful and patient as their ballots are tallied and all the political parties and candidates to live up to their pledge. Nigeria report that more than 93 million registered voters are going to the polls to queue up behind their favorite candidates in the presidential and national assembly elections. This one na the message where they come from White House by our Jojo Biden of the United States of America. According to our activists and also our entertainer, the area father, look at what he got to tell Simon Ekpa after he heard of the arrest of that young man in Finland. He said, may you buy in hell. Charlie Boy react to Simon Ekpa's arrest. So let us see why he made such a statement, a rigorous statement. According to my English people, he said, rigorous statement. Nigerian entertainer and activist Charles Oputa, popularly known as Charlie Boy, has reacted to the arrest of a self-proclaimed discipline of the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, Simon Ekpa. The news of Ekpa's arrest by the International Criminal Police Organization, Interpol, broke the internet on Thursday, Nigeria News reports. And according to the news, the development has since generated a barrage of reactions on and off social media. Concerned persons express hope that the Biafra agitators' arrest will bring some relief in the southeast before, during, and after the 2023 general elections. Amongst those who reacted to Ekpa's arrest is Charlie Boy, who via his Instagram handle wished the self-acclaimed leader of IPOB to rot in hellfire. He shared a photo of a captured agitator with the caption, "Is it true that this sukulu bag has been finally been arrested by the finest police? The saboteur in Igbo land, causing mayhem and sponsoring terrorists for all the youths you have led to their untimely death. May you buy and burn in hellfire," according to our activist and entertainer, Mr. Charles Oputa, popularly known as Charlie Boy. Now, so he talk about. This one is coming all the way from Abuja. The masterminder of Abuja Kaduna train attack arrested, according to them. How, where, and when? Let us see. One of the mastermind of the terrorist attack on the Abuja Kaduna train, which occurred last year, has been arrested. Recall that some dreaded terrorists on March 28, 2022 attacked a moving train on the road and abducted scores of passengers. They also killed some of the train passengers on the spot, Nigeria News recalls. However, the defense headquarters revealed in a statement on Thursday that the troops arrested one of the assailants during a recent operation. The Director of Defense Media Operations, Major General Musa Madami, confirmed in a statement that troops arrested 3 terrorists recently at Damba community in Chikun local government area of Kaduna State. Madami explained that the defense headquarters got a tip-off of the whereabouts of the terrorists, and troops mobilized to the location on Valentine's Day and recovered 2 motorcycles, 2 mobile phones, the sum of $5,000, as well as some other currencies. $5,000 with what they call it, with the bandits and terrorists in Nigeria. Foreign currency with them in Nigeria. How did they get this money? That is the question. Nigeria, on our way done. The statement said, similarly, troops of Operation Well Punch on February 14, 2023 responded to information on the presence of Boko Haram terrorists and the Islamic State of West African province kingpins as Damba community in Chikun local government area of Kaduna State, according to the news. Subsequently, troops mobilized to the location and arrested 3 terrorists. One of the terrorists detained was identified as one of the masterminds of the March 28, 2022 terrorist attack on Abuja Kaduna train service. The question is, the name of this person have not been revealed. Who is he? Following the operation, the troops recovered 2 motorcycles, 2 mobile phones, the sum of $5,000, as well as some other currency and other sundry items. And we're done. According to Madami, on February 16, 2023, troops on fighting patrol made contact with terrorists at Ngwan Building in Kajaro local government area of Kaduna State. Following the firefight, troops neutralized 7 terrorists, while others fled with bullet wounds. That we keep hearing every day. All those ones that fled, no one knows their whereabouts. The ones arrested, no one have ever heard the news of them again. That is Nigeria for you. Nigeria, on our way down. That Madam said on February 20, 2023, troops on fighting patrol to gather oil village in Bogu local government area of Niger State recovered 2 AK-47 rifles, 4 magazines, 66 rounds of 7.62 mm special ammunition, and 7 BH/ISWAP terrorist flag, all recovered during the raid. He stated that troops in the northwest zone recovered 10 AK-47 rifles, 87 rounds of 7.62 mm NATO, 233 rounds of 7.62 mm special, 2 locally fabricated rifles, 1 locally manufactured pistol, 7 magazines, 19 motorcycles, mobile phones, 30 roasted cattle, and other sundry items. Adding that troops neutralized 23 terrorists and arrested 9, as well as rescued 23 abducted victims, which are civilians as well. So, my people, now here, I want to take end this news of the capture of one of the mastermind of Kaduna Abuja train attack. So we are moving to other news. Biafra, what finance government told us when we report Simon Ekpa case. This one, the original Biafra, the Congo report autopilot to the government of Finland. So let us see the reaction of Finland people and the Finland government when IPOB reported his activities to them. We are moving forward, my people. The Igbo community in Finland has accused the finance government of refusing to sanction the factional leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Simon Ekpa, for encouraging violence and killings in the southeast region of the country. Do not forget, this news is from NigeriaNews.com. The chairman of the Igbo community in Finland, Kingsley Orji, said the group had led a complaint to the Finance General Assembly and the European General Assembly as well. He said the group officially asked the finance government to stop Ekpa's utterances and directives to his followers in southeast Nigeria, but nothing has been done. According to Orji, nothing was also done when the pro-Biafra agitator refused to appear before the European General Assembly last Friday. He said, "We are aware it is causing problems in Nigeria and we have led complainants, but they keep telling us about his human rights. He was to appear before the European General Assembly last Friday, but he didn't, and nothing was done to him." Simon Ekpa is a politician here in Finland, and he belongs to a political party, and we are talking about a man who openly canvasses for arms and ammunition to be supplied to him. To tell you the truth, we don't know what he does exactly or says exactly to the people in Nigeria that makes them obey him foolishly, but he believes he is fighting a cause. I will advise the people, the Igbo in Nigeria, to go about their businesses and on election days go and cast their votes for whom they choose that will lead them. What baffles me is that the governors of those southeast allow someone outside Nigeria to control what is happening in the states they govern. Are they not the chief security officers of those states? All those ones, they are morons now. Their only interest is the money bag that is coming from the federal government. I mean, from Asorok. That is the only thing they care for. But for the poor masses, look at what the governor of Imo State is doing, killing the youth in those states for nothing's sake. Are they going to fold their hands and do nothing? Simon Ekpa is living peacefully here, just like other 400 Igbo who are also citizens of Finland. I'm a citizen too, and if Ekpa is living here and causing problems in the southeast of Nigeria, it should be taken seriously and acted upon. You hear him? I don't see anything happening to him from this end because they respect human rights here and activism is allowed, but if terrorism is what is practicing in Nigeria, then that should be tackled seriously. We have pushed him here for the government to tackle, but I don't see government doing anything. But something can be done from Nigeria. The governors of the southeast should stand up and defend their territory if they see him as a threat. According to the Igbos in Finland, this is what their reaction when the government refused to attend to their plea to stop Simon Ekpa from his incessant broadcast and causing mayhem in the southeastern part of the country. Exposed, the live Twitter broadcast that you saw yesterday after Simon Ekpa was arrested is what was a pre-recorded. Let us see the news in details. The factional leader of indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Simon Ekpa, was on Thursday arrested by the Finnish police. Nigeria News had earlier reported that Ekpa was arrested by Finnish authorities in his apartment in Lahti. However, after 8 hours of grilling, the Finnish police released him, which he said, which is not true. The police allegedly arrested him for a suspected crime in Finland. Is that true? I don't know. Let me hear your comment at the comment section. The Finnish Central Criminal Police confirmed Ekpa's release on Thursday, according to HS reports. The police claimed that his operation in Lahti and the subsequent arrest of the pro-Biafra agitator were in connection with the ongoing preliminary investigation. Meanwhile, hours after his arrest, Ekpa allegedly started a live broadcast on his Twitter handle at Simon Ekpa. The broadcast generated reactions as to whether he was indeed arrested by the Finnish authorities. It had thousands of Twitter users connecting and also commenting. Daily Trust subjected the broadcast to verification and found out that it was pre-recorded and the accompanying tweets were pre-recorded as well. Further checks by Daily Trust show that while the screw messages from the broadcast showed it was recorded on 22 February 2022 or 2023, while the caption on the broadcast was titled Biafra, Simon Ekpa is here to finish what he started 23 to 2023 live and direct. Conclusion: Daily Trust verification confirmed that the viral video broadcast by Mr. Ekpa is pre-recorded. When I hear it, it is pre-recorded. It is pre-recorded. Do not get me wrong. It is pre-recorded according to the news. My good people, back on open on our ear very well to hear the things you should know about Mazi Abi Mr. Simon Ekpa, as he chooses to be called. Several reactions has continued to try the arrest of popular pro-Biafra separatist agitator Simon Ekpa. Nigeria News earlier reported that the Finland-based agitator was picked up from his residence near the Laiachi Market Square after he allegedly threatened to stop the Southeast region from participating in the forthcoming general elections. The self-styled the discipline of the detained leader of the outlawed indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, tweeted on Thursday, "We the people of Biafra will fight to the end this time," according to him. Prior to Ekpa's arrest, the Nigerian government has summoned the ambassador of Finland to Nigeria, expressing serious concern over his threat to disrupt the elections coming soon. Below are the 18 you should know about Simon Ekpa. Number 1 is this. Simon Ekpa is a Nigerian Finnish lawyer, political activist, and former athlete in Nigeria. Number 2, he was born on March 21 of 1985 in Ohauku local government area of Ebonyi State. Then number 3, in 2003, Ekpa won a silver medal for Nigeria in 100 meters in the African Junior Athletes Championship that happened in Cameroon. Then number 4, he is widely known for spreading fake news and inciting violence in the Southeast through his broadcasts and sit-at-home orders always. Then number 5, the arrested pro-Biafra agitator has lived in Laiachi, Finland since 2007. Number 6, he is a member of the National Coalition Party of Finland and was a candidate in the 2022 Finnish county elections. Yet, he is still there to cause mayhem in Nigeria. Number 7, Ekpa gains visibility after he became the lead broadcaster for Radio Biafra following the arrest of the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Then the 8th, last but not the least, he was later relieved of his duty after he was said to have breached the rules of the organization. And so, on a text here, we are jumping in to the Dele Momodu, this one, PDP Affairs of Nigeria. Dele Momodu speaks on article selling national assets to friends if elected as president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, as you may call it. A spokesperson of the People's Democratic Party PDP Presidential Campaign Council, Dele Momodu, has debunked claim that the party's presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar will sell Nigeria to his friends if elected into office. He has done that before and he can still do it again. We trust him now. Nigeria reports that this is coming after a spokesperson for the Tinubu-Shettima Presidential Campaign Council, Adamu Garoba, insisted that Atiku plans to sell national assets to himself and friends if elected into office. Speaking during an interview on Arise TV show on Thursday, Dele Momodu said, "It is ignorance to assume that privatization means selling national assets to friends," stressing that all the presidential candidates are currently talking about it. According to the veteran journalist, Atiku is the kind of leader that Nigerians need, claiming that sub-world leaders are already meeting with the PDP flag bearer at his home in Abuja. What are they discussing? How to lead the election, right? They're going to continue leading now. Don't be here with them. Now, here with them now. He also expressed Atiku's readiness to work and announce his cabinet members after he was being sworn in as the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Mumudu said, on the issue that he will sell Nigeria to his friends, it is part of ignorance that we find in the political cell in Nigeria. Ignorance because today, every one of the presidential candidates is talking about privatization. When Atiku said it in 2019, they attacked him. So that is the difference. And that is why today it is clear. You can see all the adverts on the front page of the newspaper. Today, it is Atiku Abubakar whose time has come. Okay, whose turn? It is turn by turn. Now, time and turn, the same thing. He had matured from that of 1993, 30 years ago, when he competed against Chief Moshood Abiola and Babagana, and he was humbled enough to step down for Chief MKO Abiola. He was supposed to be running mate to Abiola, but he didn't get it. He went home, according to Mahmudu. All the nations of the world are already meeting in Atiku's house in Abuja. He is discussing with them. He has said that before, that 1 week after he has been announced and he takes power, he will be able to announce his cabinet. It will be a government of national unity. He is the only one who is ready. From day one, the others are busy fighting. If they are not fighting the leadership of their own political party, they are busy telling lies. All these high polity theories they have never put to practice, according to Dele Mahmoud. Then to you, a presidential candidate who once contested, now a spokesperson to PDP. No people should be that. Now juju now. Simon Ekpa, the last but not least, he speaks after release from Finnish police custody. For your dreams, I've been awaiting. I don't understand though. The factional leader of the Junior People of Biafra, IPOB, Simon Ekpa, has broken silence hours after his arrest by the Finnish police. This one is a propagandous news. It's coming from Nigeria News. Area reported that Ekpa was released by the Finnish police hours after he was arrested and grilled. There had been reports that Finnish authorities on Thursday arrested him at his apartment in Lahti. Ekpa was later released on Thursday evening after the police allegedly arrested him for a suspected crime in Finland. The Finnish Central Criminal Police confirmed Ekpa's release on Thursday according to HS reports. The police claimed that its operation in Lahti and the subsequent arrest of the pro-Biafra agitator were in connection with the ongoing preliminary investigation in Finland. Tommy Rain from the Central Criminal Police told HS during a phone interview, the person being questioned today is suspected of a crime. We will return to the title on Friday. Samuel Ekpa took to his Twitter page to share a post after his release, stating there will be sit at home tomorrow, February 24th of 2023, and residents should avoid going outside. He wrote, tomorrow is sit at home, there will be no goat in the street. Biafra, Simon Ekpa is here to finish what he started on 23/2 of 2022 live and direct. My people, now here we will pack our kaya. Now go with the go so. If you have anything to tell me or to tell us about this broadcast, please endeavor to drop it at the comment section and I will humbly reply to your comments and attend to them at the right time. If you never subscribe to my channel and this is your first time of hearing my voice as well, please endeavor to do that anytime soon. Make sure you turn on the notification button so that you will be notified each time I go live or I post something new on this channel or any other channel that is related to this Okute Daily Talk. So my good people, as on take know the what do they call it, the culture of Okute Daily Talk, where we speak to you the undiluted truth about the things that happen in Nigeria and outside Nigeria and also in Biafra land. This is where we are going to pack our kaya, they go so. So my good people, make an enjoy on a day and make sure that everything is working good for those who love the Almighty God or who love their chi. So have a nice day. Have a nice Friday. TGIF. Thank God it is Friday. That's all we take Siam. That's all we take Tokamo. So my good people, I don't work out. Enjoy yourself. May the Almighty will bless you in Eke, bless you in Ori. It will also bless you in Afo and also bless you in Nkwo. 4 market day that represents the four corners of the earth, which is east and west, north and also south. And as I say it, so shall it be, my people. Have a nice day. I am signing out. Bye for now.